All right, so we have our statistics. Our data is in the calculator. We have a bunch of information from the calculator. The first question is, what is the mean? Well, if you remember from earlier, the mean is just the sum of all the numbers divided by the number there are. It's what's commonly referred to as the average, but it's only one type of average. But in the calculator, it's going to find it for us that X bar is the mean. So look over 37.25. So the mean is 37.25. And then the standard deviation is also simple in the calculator. The standard deviation has a symbol that looks like it's a little lowercase sigma with an X at the bottom. And it's going to be the very last one before the number of things that are entered in. So that 8.2978, so 8.2978 is the standard deviation. Simple to find right on the calculator. And we'll discuss in class what standard deviation actually means. Now the mode, if you remember, it's not in the calculator, it's the most frequent number. So you're going to have to look at your list of numbers, and I see that 40 happens twice. No other number happens more than once. So 40 is the mode. Now you can have more than one mode, and you can have no mode at all if they all occur one time. For the rest of the information in your calculator, if you see there's a little arrow that says there's more information down. So if you don't press anything else, you just do your down arrow, you'll get down to what's called the 5-number summary. The first one being the minimum number of your list. The last one's the maximum number. You have the median in the middle is 38. So go ahead and come over here. The median is 38, and that's the middle number. Median is the middle on your list when they're in order. And then you have Q1 and Q3. We're going to talk about those in a second, but next on our list of terms is the range. Now the range is always the greatest, right? Greatest minus the least. And in this case, it's the max minus the min, or for ours, the maximum is 51, the minimum is 23. You do 51 minus 23. All right, so I have to clear my calculator to do that if I don't do it in my head or on paper, so we can come back to that. First quartile, which is also called the lower quartile, is the Q1. So Q1 is the first quartile, which is 30. Q3 is the third quartile, which is 43.5. So there's your first quartile, the lower quartile, or the third quartile, which is the upper quartile, 30 and 43.5. And then the interquartile range is just Q3 minus Q1. It's subtracting those two. It's another type of range. So it would be 43.5 minus 30. So now, once you clear your calculator, that's gone. I can do my range, which was 51 minus 23. So my range, 51 minus 23 is 28. And then my interquartile range, which was 43.5 minus 30, is 13.5. All right. So there you have it. The mean, which is our average that we normally calculate, standard deviation, mode, the most frequent, median is the middle number, the range, highest minus lowest, greatest minus least, first quartile, third quartile, and your interquartile range. Simple.